Welcome to The Hidden Truth. We're still pretty new to YouTube, and we're looking to expand our channel. If you enjoy our videos, please consider sharing them on social media or other UFO communities. Your support means everything to us. We have an exciting announcement. We'll be doing a monthly giveaway. All you have to do is like and comment on our videos for the chance to win a variety of prizes, including hats, shirts, and more. The more you like and comment, the greater your chances. Oh, and subscribing doesn't hurt either. What are you waiting for? Smash that like button. You can get free stuff. Don't forget to sign up for our Patreon page. Members get early access to videos, ad-free, and you can see content you can't see anywhere else. Today's investigation brings us to the small town of Levelland in the state of Texas. This town is located west of Lubbock on the flat prairie of the Texas South Plains. The case we're discussing today is widely considered by ufologists to be one of the most impressive in UFO history, primarily because of the sheer amount of witnesses involved in a relatively short period of time. However, both the US Air Force and UFO skeptics have described the incident as being caused by either ball lightning or a severe electrical storm. On the evening of November 2nd, 1957, two immigrant farm workers, Pedro Saucedo and Joe Salas, called the Levelland Police Department to report a stunning encounter. Saucedo told Officer A.J. Fowler that they had been driving 4 miles west of Levelland when they saw a blue flash of light near the road. They claimed their truck's engine died, and a rocket-shaped object rose up and approached them. According to Saucedo, "I jumped out of the truck and hit the dirt because I was afraid. I called out to Joe, but he didn't get out. The thing passed directly over my truck, with a great sound and rush of wind. It sounded like thunder, and my truck rocked from the flash. I felt a lot of heat." As the object moved away, the truck's engine restarted and continued to work normally. Believing the story was a joke, Fowler simply ignored it. Just 1 hour later, motorist Jim Wheeler reported a brilliantly lit egg-shaped object, about 200 feet long, was sitting in the road, 4 miles east of Levelland, blocking his path. He also claimed his vehicle died, and as he got out of his car, the object suddenly took off as its lights went out. As it moved away, Wheeler's car restarted and worked normally. At 10:55 p.m. that same evening, a married couple driving northeast of Levelland reported that they saw a bright flash of light moving across the sky, and their headlights and radio died for a few seconds. 5 minutes later, Jose Alvarez claimed he met a strange object sitting on the road 11 miles north of Levelland, and his vehicle's engine died until the object departed. At 12:05 a.m., now November 3rd, a Texas Technological College student, which today is Texas Tech University, named Newell Wright was surprised when, driving 10 miles east of Levelland, his car engine began to sputter. The ammeter on the dash jumped to discharge, and then back to normal, and the motor started cutting out like it was out of gas. The car rolled to a stop, and several seconds later, went out. When he got out to check on the problem, he saw a 100-foot-long egg-shaped object sitting in the road. It took off, like all the other encounters, and his engine started running again. At 12:15 a.m., Officer Fowler received yet another call, this time from a farmer named Frank Williams, who said he had encountered, surprise surprise, a brightly glowing object sitting in the road. And his car approached it, its lights went out, and its motor stopped. The object flew away, and his car's lights and the motor started working again. Other callers were Ronald Martin at 12:45 a.m. and James Long at 1:15 a.m., who both gave basically the same story. By this time, several Levelland police officers were dispatched to investigate these strange yet consistent reports. Among them was Sheriff Weir Clem, who saw a brilliant red light moving across the sky at 1:30 a.m. At 1:45 a.m., Levelland's fire chief, Ray Jones, also saw an object, and his vehicle's lights and the engine sputtered. The reports apparently ended soon after. During the night of November 2nd and early morning of November 3rd, the Levelland Police Department received a total of 15 UFO-related reports, and Officer Fowler noted that everybody who called was very excited. The Levelland sightings received national publicity and were soon investigated by Project Blue Book. Starting in 1947 as Project Sign, Project Blue Book was the official US Air Force research group assigned to investigate UFO reports. an Air Force sergeant was sent to Levelland and spent 7 hours in the city gathering any info he could find. After interviewing 3 of the eyewitnesses, Saucedo, Wheeler, and Wright, and after learning that thunderstorms were present in the area earlier in the day, the Air Force investigator concluded that a severe electrical storm, most likely ball lightning or St. Elmo's fire, was the major cause for the sightings and reported auto failures. According to UFO historian Curtis Peebles, the Air Force found only 3 persons who had witnessed the blue light. There was no uniform description of the object. Additionally, Project Blue Book believed that Saucedo's account could not be relied upon. He had only a grade school education and was conflicting in his answers. In view of the stormy weather conditions, an electrical phenomenon such as ball lightning or St. Elmo's fire seemed to be the most probable cause. The engine failures mentioned by the eyewitnesses were blamed on wet electrical circuits. Donald H. Menzel, an astronomer at Harvard University and a prominent UFO skeptic, agreed with the Air Force's explanation. Members of civilian saucer groups complained that, since the Air Force investigator had spent only 7 hours in the area, he had obviously not taken the problem seriously and could not have found the correct solution. Even 70 hours of labor, however, could not have produced a clear picture. The evidence leads to an overwhelming probability. The fiery unknown at Levelland was ball lightning. Menzel argued that, in Levelland, on the night of November 2nd, conditions were ideal for the formation of ball lightning. For several days, the area had been experiencing freak weather, and on the night in question had been visited by rain, thunderstorms, and lightning. Menzel admitted that, since ball lightning is short-lived and cannot be preserved as tangible evidence, its appearance on the night of November 2nd can never be absolutely proved. However, he also argued that only the saucer proponents could have converted so trivial a series of events, a few stalled automobiles, balls of flame in the sky at the end of the thunderstorm, into a national mystery. If there was only one witness, you could call him crazy, but 15, all giving the same exact story? Consistent reports of a 100-foot-long flying object cannot be ignored, and certainly not dismissed in such a casual manner. Do you agree with the Air Force? Let us know what you think in the comments below.